Sprint car racing in Australia, one name that is synonymous with that sport is the Kendrick name. We have with us team owner Geoff Kendrick. Geoff, great to have the 92.9 team over here in Brisbane. How's it going?
Yeah, very good. Actually, great to be here. It's fine weather and great racing so far.
So yeah, you've decided to bring the team on the road this year. What was behind that?
Well, I'm the chairman of the World Series Sprint car board this year, so I wanted to get out and make sure, hopefully, a lot of the stuff was running correctly, and see if I could, maybe offer advice to the committee and the guys on the road. Also, obviously, I've done a deal with Kerry Madsen to come out on the road, and my son. My son's his third year in racing, and I thought it would be a good idea to try and take him to all the little racetracks around Australia to try and put a couple of years into 1 year's experience.
Because it's all about seat time, isn't it? And running locally, you get a fair bit of time, but running with World Series, there's nothing like it, is there?
Oh, definitely. You're running with the best guys in the country, and also a lot of the best guys from around the world. I mean, have a look around the pits here tonight and have a look at the calibre of driver. You're going to go to any American show and you're going to see half these drivers there. It's good.
I have to say I'm quite impressed with Jason. It's the first time he was here at Archerfield and made the inversion quite easily. Unfortunate, bit of an accident in the first heat, but overall ran pretty well. You have to be happy?
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't his fault, that crash. Unfortunately, Hockett done a bike in that corner and Jason thought he'd scoot underneath there. And
You've got to give it a go, don't you?
He landed back in front of him. If he didn't go under there, he would have went backwards. But no, he's out. I really think he's performing better than I thought he would out on the road. The only goals that we've got for him is to do laps, no pressure. I don't care if he doesn't make an A mains, or just do laps and B mains or wherever he's in and try and get experience.
Something that what has impressed me also with Jason, he seems to be quite a mature driver as well on the track. He's able to hold a line and stay out of trouble most of the time. Yeah,
well, that comes with a lot of good people around him and giving him a decent car that he can drive with a driver-friendly setup, and obviously getting a lot of good advice over the years from a lot of the good racers that we've had racing for us.
And then now to your number one driver, the madman Kerry Madsen. How'd that deal come about?
Well, in the off-season I was going to bring another American over, and I heard that Kerry was looking for a ride, and Kim Buswell and I spoke, and Kim and Kerry are good friends, so Kerry ended up ringing me and we put a deal together, and hopefully we can do a deal and make it last for 2 or 3 years. So that's the idea, and meanwhile Jason can learn a lot off a good experienced driver.
Must bring a lot to a team like a guy like Kerry Madsen, a true World of Outlaws driver.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, a lot of experience, a lot of seat time, a lot of different things with setups, that he likes to do a bit different in different ways, which teaches us as well. So, as you know, if you're over there racing with the Outlaws all the time, you know what's going on, you've got your finger on the pulse, and it helps us a lot.
So yeah, looking at the race truck here, mate, quite impressive. Tell us a bit about it, eh?
Oh, this is our new truck and trailer, I guess. We just finished before we came over our A trailer. And if you're going to bring 2 cars out on the road, you definitely have to have the spares. In the top of our A trailer, we've got 2 complete race cars.
2 cars,
2, and plus a spare chassis kit. And of course, we've got living quarters underneath with a shower and air conditioning and everything, so that the drivers can sit there and have a bit of quiet time without all the hustle and bustle what's going on in the trailer. And of course, the backs, 2 complete cars as well. So it's really important. I think what you're looking at here is the future in sprint car racing.
Definitely.
It's what obviously the V8 supercar guys are doing, and it's only a matter of time before you see these on the road at pit areas all around the country, and the speedway owners and speedway promoters better get ready for it, because it's definitely coming. Because 2-car team is what is a better thing for sponsorship around Australia. A 2-car team, obviously, you're giving more value to your sponsors, and the sponsors expect it these days. It's not, in this day and age, it's not about what a sponsor can do for you, it's what you can do for the sponsor. And you have to have your finger on the pulse and be doing that. So consequently, this is a rolling billboard as well. So it's important, and it's the future, I believe.
And it's a real change of mentality from the sport where it has been in the past, isn't it? And
oh, definitely. It's something that, people first of all look at it and go, oh, wow, what are you doing with that? But once they actually see what's inside of it, and see what's upstairs and see all through it, it's a necessity.
Yeah, it's not just razzmatazz, it is functional, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Right. It's a functional unit. It's something that we're using every day, and, as I said, it's full of parts.
So as chairman of on the board for the World Series, have you been trying to implement some more of those thinking or thoughts and ideas? No,
we had to, obviously, I think the board is a really good structure. First of all, when we got involved, because I'm on the NASA board, and when I first got involved, we put the structure together with the promoters sitting on the World Series board as well as the competitors.
Yep.
And we've got a really good working group. There's a lot of sense in there, a lot of stuff come out of it this year. A lot of things have changed, obviously, a little bit of a change with the formats, and there's obviously a big change with the way that the series runs this year. It's not backwards and forwards all the time everywhere. It's trying not to trip over itself all the time, so that really the average competitor probably save $10,000 in fuel travel and costs and stuff. So we're trying to make it more friendly to the competitor. And next year we're going to try and implement more rounds, so that in the Christmas period, just before Christmas, where there's a bit of a lull and the guys run off and do little bits and pieces of local club shows and that, we're going to try and make it more attractive to maybe get a couple more rounds in there. So
it's a bit like December off at the moment, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got a lot of ideas, and it's something we're going to implement over slowly. And naturally, you've seen the television this year with the 1HD television.
Great to watch, isn't it?
It's
really good.
It's awesome, and we're spending a lot of money on doing that, but it's all for not only to promote our sport, but for the competitors to use to promote their sponsors. And if they do it and use it in the right way, they'll end up with a lot more sponsorship, just like the supercars.
Yep.
And hopefully our sport will go to a new level.
So it's more about maybe rather than short-term planning, more so looking to the medium and long-term.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's not a one-year deal we're looking at here. We're looking 5 years and 10 years in front.
Definitely. Well, Geoff, thanks for your time. I hope the Madman and your son do quite well tonight. I'm sure they will, and thanks for the chat.
We hope so. Just need to keep them on the rubber bits and do the lats. Thank you very much. Great to be on your show.
And certainly this is the future of sprint car racing, the 92.9 team, and we will see more of these trailers in the pits coming soon, no doubt. Thanks for watching.